What you want, yeah. We just chillin' by the Wawas, lemonade with the large fries. Puff twice for the calm high, ayy, what you want, yeah. Big checks make the bank bounce. Old school candy paint down. Bad chicks, they from down south, ayy, what you want, yeah.
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, BQ Quick Review. I'm your host, BQ, and today we're going to be doing a reaction video to Steve Harvey upset a lot of men by saying this. Now, let's see if he'll upset me. But yeah, if you guys want me to react to a video, just put it down in the comments or go to my YouTube channel. No, not my YouTube channel. Go to my Instagram at biquon and send me a video. I'll get right to it. Like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's get right into this one.
See, these dudes kill me. That's what's wrong with this generation today. These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job.
Now, Steve Harvey. You know, a lot of men don't take Steve Harvey very seriously because of a lot of his relationship advice has been dog shit and done so much damage to our community in general. And I really want to, you know, respect Steve Harvey, you know, because he is a successful black man. And I don't like to really talk shit about a lot of black men in general. But people like him and Derek Jackson just piss me the fuck off because they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. If this was just an off one thing where, you know, this is the first time he said something like this or did something like this, maybe you could just chalk it off to him being, you know, in that older generation, because he is older. I don't know his age, but I believe he's at least over 50. But yeah, you could say like maybe he's in that older generation or something like that. But I don't think that's the case for Steve Harvey, because he has an audience, and which is mostly women. So he's going to try to appeal to that audience so that he can sell them his books and stuff and sell them his everything. As a business mindset, yeah, sure, that is very fine. But if he's like genuinely thinking about helping men and women, he needs to be honest and see what the hell is going on. And also, like, I don't understand where he's coming from. Like this, like, what did he say? He said, what is a woman supposed to bring to the table? They bring another you? Are you just reducing women just to their womb? Because women are more than that. You know, that's just bullshit. You're basically telling men not to have standards. That's basically what you're saying. And it just sounds like some bullshit. The bullshit that he always usually says. I could go over a whole bunch of the bullshit that Steve Harvey says, but he's just he is like the imp lord. He's like the final imp boss. Derek Jackson was taken down, and now he's the last remaining boss. Oh my goodness. I can't stand this guy. I can't stand guys like them. All these freaking panderers who keep lying to women and keep lying to people. Okay, I can see why this pissed a lot of men off, because this kind of pissing me off. And this guy just gives a lot of terrible advice. Hold on. I want to play it one more time. I want to try to break down exactly every line that he said. Let's break this down, okay?
See, these dudes kill me. That's what's wrong with this generation today. These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man?
Okay, so I see a lot of people say, what do women bring to the table? And I think any man in their right mind wouldn't go on a date in front of a woman and be like, hey, what do you bring to the table? I would hope you're not doing that. I've never gone on a date and said, what do you bring to the table? I like to ask a lot of questions, you know, but a lot of questions to pick their brain and stuff, but never something like, what do you bring to the table? Because it would be the equivalent. I don't feel like that's a proper way to be on a date, and a question to ask a woman while you're on a date. But just men have been asking that in general because they feel like there should be more than just a woman bringing her and some vagina, like or women like love to say their response is, I am the table. No, that's not a response. That's not nothing, you know. And I think especially with a lot of this content and things popping up, men are just realizing their worth and just like, yo, I need more than just a body, you know. And I think also men need to offer up like things in return too, you know. But what he's just saying is not even just like even if he's trying to pander to women, he's doing a bad job of it because you just reduce women to just their womb. That's it. When women can do a whole lot more than just birth a child for you. Animals can birth a child. Like that doesn't like make it like special. There's more to a woman than just birthing a child, you know? It is a special thing that us men can't do, but are you forgetting that they can't do it without us? So I don't I don't understand what he meant by that, you know? I really don't understand what he meant by that. And I really hate Steve Harvey for doing this pandering and stuff that he does to women because it's not doing them any good instead of just telling them the truth. Why not just say, hey, you know, let's say if somebody asks you that question and you just say I'm the table and I have nothing, or how dare you ask me that question, it just means you don't have nothing to offer. Because if somebody asks me that question, I'll be able to answer that very quickly. I provide guidance, structure, family values, protection, providing. The list goes on. I could keep going on. But yeah, if you just say like nothing, granted, like I said, I don't think you should ask that on a date or something. But if men are asking that in general, why aren't women answering? But yeah, I can't stand his bald ass. Let's continue.
What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else you need to slide up to the table with? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible?
Here's the problem. I think most men haven't forgotten their job. Like most men are still doing what they were doing years ago, what they were doing in Steve Harvey's time. The only difference is our economy. One job is not going to provide for an entire family. And yeah, just the problem is the dynamic between the economy has changed to where women are working and making their own income, which is not a bad thing. That is a good thing, I believe. And they feel like they shouldn't be. Some women are too masculine, or some women say, "Oh, I don't need a man," or "I could do all bad by myself" and stuff like that. And that's just not a healthy dynamic for men and women because women have reduced men to basically a dick and a wallet. They don't realize what men are important for. Just as he just reduced women to just their womb, they're more than that. Just as men are more than just their dick in their wallet, you know? So yeah, I feel like men are still doing what they want to do. Can they provide wholeheartedly for the family and cover all expenses? No, but they can still do their part in expenses, and they still do the other part when in terms of protection and guidance and stuff. And maybe some men do need to be taught those other parts and work on those other parts. We can talk about that, but don't make it seem like men are the whole problem here when it's women who have to work on themselves too. Men and women have to work on themselves. But from the narrative that we've got on the media, especially when he was on TV and stuff and spouting this nonsense, is that it's only men on the problem and women can do no wrong, and men shouldn't have standards. That's what I'm getting from this. Let's continue to the last part.
Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job.
Okay, and that's what the last thing he said is that's our job to take care of a family and provide for a woman. If this was 50 years ago, I would agree with you. I would agree with Steve Harvey. And this is where I say like maybe I'm going to try to give him the benefit of the doubt, and maybe he's just coming from that old way where he thinks things are still the way that they were before, and they just aren't. They just aren't. Like maybe he's just been too rich for too long and out of the like he doesn't understand what's going on in the real world, you know? Yeah, I don't think he understands. And it's kind of disingenuous because didn't he get like divorced a couple times? Like didn't a couple women finesse him too? I don't understand where this mindset is coming from because he knows how some women can fuck you over personally. But this is what I mean by the whole pandering and stuff. This is why I do feel like men like him have an agenda to just pander to these women so that they can buy his book and hear what he want to hear, and that's that. But yeah, so that's Steve Harvey upset a lot, man. I see there's a longer interview of this. If you guys want me to do the whole interview, it's pretty long. I'm not gonna do that long interview. But if there's more you want me to see, I'll definitely check it out. But yeah, my whole view on Steve Harvey is just like he's just one of the biggest panderers to women, right alongside Derek Jackson. And everybody knows Derek Jackson's a fraud. I couldn't stand those guys. And there's no problem with holding men accountable, But you also gotta recognize that women do bad things too. I think it's completely even. We definitely gotta work on shit. We can talk about those things, but the way that people like Steve Harvey are saying is just like, women can do no wrong. Like, where did he get this stance to just talk about like what's going on in dating and relationships when you've already been through like a couple of divorces, whatever. And I'm not even gonna keep going, but yeah, there's just so much wrong in his court to be talking like this about the men today, you know. And then you can't even get control of your own daughter who's going crazy, man. So what are you talking about? Your daughter's acting wild. You seen that whole situation with MBJ. So yeah, I can't stand this nigga. I really can't. I really hate talking about people like this. But him and Derek Jackson, they get an exception. I'm tired of these two niggas. You know, I'm glad Derek Jackson got exposed. But yeah, I'm going on a tangent. Let me know what you guys think about Steve Harvey. What do you think about what he just said? Am I wrong about anything that I said? Leave it down below. Let me know. BQ quick review. Nah, we do.
Pick up the pieces and patches, I gotta be, cause the edges are jagged. I do not call my piece lessons with real beef, they be squeezing them ratchets. You not the same person that you on internet, I've been smelling some catfish. Don't condone violence, cause we move in silence, you know that they got it like Metal Gear Solid. Pick up the pieces and patches, I gotta be, cause the edges are jagged. I do not call my piece lessons with real beef, they be squeezing them ratchets. You not the same person that you on internet, I've been smelling some catfish. Don't condone violence, cause we move in silence, you know that they got it like Metal Gear Solid.